sincere? The support for President Biya?
The people in Cameroon now who thinks President Biya should be the president again, first of all, are hypocrites, and they don't like this country. They are not patriotic. They are basing their argument and their support on transaction and immediate benefit. They are for their personal interests. They don't love the country, and they don't even love President Paul Biya. They don't like CPDM. So these kind of people are very dangerous for the country. Dangerous in the sense that their objective is to secure their source of income, is to secure their daily bread, is to secure a livelihood, and most of them are doing this either through fear or by voluntary will of submitting to a system that you know there's nothing you can do about it. In another word, I would say these people are cowards because they cannot stand up to say enough is enough. In another word, I would say these people are contributing to the destruction of a country that is in disarray because they are not setting any precedents. In fact, this kind of people should have explanation to give to their children in the future what and how they expect a 93-year-old man to be the president of the republic.
The sincerity of the court.
I'm trying to explain that they are not sincere. First of all, I negate the sincerity perspective aspect. They are not sincere. We cannot talk about sincerity here. There is no such person who will be in his 30s, 40s, 50s who will say that President Paul Biya is the best candidate for the 2025 elections and say we support. In politics, there is no measurement for the sincerity of someone's support. The only measurement here is by the people's words, which can be matched with actions. Because if someone says President Paul Biya is the best candidate and then the person support, like the chiefs that we see or associations created or certain political parties, what are the concrete actions that they are proposing in order to solve the numerous problems that Cameroon is facing from one sector to the other? So how do you measure the sincerity of this type of people? Of course, from observation, you simply say they are there for their stomach. They are there to play to the gallery and then play pleasing the president, dancing to the tone of the president in order that they might get some immediate or post-election benefits, which is what we think it's not the kind of situation that Cameroonians need of now.
Somebody is supporting our future, for example, and you come to power, you will not compensate that person?
Compensation is natural, but compensation should match two interests. Like I mentioned earlier, there is collective interest in the fight for change, and there is individual interest. These two must be complementary. But what we observe with CBD and its supporters is that individual interest surpass collective interest, and then there is no interest for states as a country, as a people. So what are we fighting for as a people if we say the current system is the best to continue leading the country? I don't buy with that. So if someone supports our future, of course, supporting our future, working with our future, and then going with the principles and the rules that we have established for us to be able to conquer power by presenting and supporting a candidate that wants change, such people become the governing body of any leader or president. Appoints only people he or she knows. You cannot appoint people you don't know. That's what we for forming the government, forming the cabinet. But this appointment also has to do with personality check and track record. Most of the time, the system of President Paul Biya is failing because some of the ministers' track record is very poor. There are people that from their professional career to where they are as ministers, they cannot boast of initiative or ideas or any innovative project or concept or even books or even vision that they have put in place and accomplished in a smaller space where they found themselves to the bigger place of a minister. Ministers are not taken just like that because you want to compensate people. If you have a vision